That's brilliant. Hello, hi, Sophie here. Today, I'm here to talk to you about Atelier Wen, specifically the Perception V2, Zia. Let's go. Atelier Wen was founded in 2018 by Robin Telendier and Wilfried Biron. I hope I'm saying that right. A couple of French cinephiles, I had to look that up, it means Chinese culture lovers, and they wanted to shine a light on Chinese watchmaking and just dispel that whole mass production copy thing out of the window and make a proper Chinese watchmaker. And I think they've succeeded. So on that note, let's have a further delve into Atelier Wen. Translating directly to culture workshop, Atelier Wen combines the French word for workshop, atelier, and the Chinese word for culture, Wen. Robin Telendier and Wilfried Biron have made it their mission to celebrate and elevate the global perceptions of Chinese culture and craftsmanship. Through their partnerships with some of the finest artisans, artists, designers, and watchmakers in all of China, they seek to push the boundaries of what Chinese watchmaking can be. But now it's time to talk about Master Chen. Chen Hukai, sorry if I'm saying that wrong, is the sole guilloche master craftsman on the Asian continent. Starting out from the most humble of beginnings, he went from being a school dropout and spending many years as an odd jobs worker to finally landing a position as a precision manufacturing engineer. Yet a stable life was not on the cards for him, and he left everything he had, painstakingly building for himself in pursuit of the craft of engine turning, after a friend showed him an antique Russian cigarette case with guilloche on it. Master Chen spent a whopping 9 years perfecting the construction of his Rose engine design, failing numerous times before he assembled a functional prototype. He has since gone on to perfect it over numerous iterations, and he earned a patent for it along the way. And now Master Chen is training other students to learn the craft. So there you go. Some really interesting stuff there. But I think it's time we move on to the rest of the show. So the Perception V2 has been remodeled completely in 2023, and it has many upgrades from their original Perception. So I think it's time to look at the specs. Zia Perception V2 case is 904L stainless steel with contrasting surfaces and exceptional attention to detail. It's 40mm diameter and 47mm lug to lug, with a 9.4mm thickness, screw-down crown, and 100 meters of water resistance. The dial is a handmade guilloche turned on a Rose engine by China's sole guilloche master, Master Chen. Applied rhodium-plated indices, and the hands are leaf-shaped with Superluminova BGW9 loom that are hand-bent and rhodium-plated. The sapphire crystal is double-domed with 10 layers of anti-reflective coating. The back is deeply embossed with a charming Chinese lion, contrasting hammered martelé texturing. There's a peekaboo sapphire glass semi-display window with 10 layers of anti-reflective coating. The movement is a customized 32 joules extra thin 3.4mm Dangdong SL1588 Peacock automatic movement. Decorated in circular Côtes de Genève with polished jewel and screw sinks and heat blue screws. Tungsten rotor with circular Côtes de Genève and black rhodium plating. Like its case, Perception's quick-release bracelet is also crafted of the same 904L steel. The bracelet's central links are hexagonal shapes, which hark towards elements like rooftops and windows found in traditional Chinese architecture. The bracelet has vertical brushing throughout and mirror-like chamfers that have been hand-finished along both the outer and inner edges of each link. The bracelet has a 22mm lug width that tapers to 18mm at the clasp and thinning out from 3mm at the lugs to a svelte 2.6mm. And it is priced at €3,031. So we've had a look at the specs, and I hope you agree with me that this watch has so much going for it. But now I just want to talk about my favorite parts of the watch. So I'm going to take it off. I love the dial, no surprise there. Han guilloche for under 4,000 francs. That's crazy. Master Chen has worked hours on every watch that he has made. He made the machine himself, by hand. What on earth? The story blows my mind. And honestly, it's worth a whole video just about Master Chen. Maybe the next one. So I love the dial, this beautiful peachy, well, they call it burnt copper, but for me it's a peachy pink. It's like blush on my wrist, and I have so many outfits that it goes with. It's crazy. I love the secret loom. It has this beautiful, again, a nod to Chinese culture with the design of the loom. It's the same with the case back, that Chinese architectural design. I love it because this couldn't be anything other than an Atelier Wen. It's not trying to be a Royal Oak or any of that, but it competes with those. This, to me, this is a fantastic watch for way less money. It's actually attainable for most people, so that's a real joy. The flat sapphire crystal with 10 layers of anti-reflective coating. Do you know how good that is for someone who takes photos of watches? It's so good. You can't take a bad photo of this watch. And it's so legible. Even with the polish, the high polish indices, it's in any light, any angle you can see. Oh, there's not much I would improve on this, to be honest. Even the bracelet, gorgeous, gorgeous polishing and design. 904L steel, brushed, that tiny little bit of high polish on the sides and in these little middle parts. And then you've got the engineering. I mean, this is so cool. I'd never seen this before, this slip and slide. Very cool. And the button, the ingenious button of the micro adjustment. I mean, it's as simple as that. You've got quick release as well. And they make a rubber strap specifically for this watch, which looks great, obviously, because of that water resistance. You can go anywhere, do anything with it. I suppose if I had to nitpick, it would be that the loom of this beautiful design here is not as strong as the loom on the hands, which kind of obvious because you can put more layers of superluminova, but it means that you don't get to see it very well in kind of low light. It has to be pitch black for you to see it. I'm not someone who cares so much about the movement, but I know that Atelier Wen, they've been very transparent and they are constantly trying to improve the peacock movement that's inside. And the movement has been made specifically for this watch, so you get that beautiful profile. I mean, come on, look at those lugs as well. Those tapered lugs. Oh my goodness, there's so many details I love about this watch. It's gorgeous. I mean, normally I would say, or maybe a smaller size because it's 40 millimeters, but not in this case. So it fits beautifully on my wrist with help from that gorgeous tapering. And because it's so thin, it can be larger. So I'm very much appreciative of that. And again, I appreciate that there's no date. It doesn't need a date. Why would you butcher a hand guilloche dial with a date? And they didn't. I'm so thankful. I'm in love.
Oh, brilliant, you're still here. Well, don't worry, the best bit's about to start. Come on, I think you know what's coming.
I have really enjoyed styling this watch. I have an endless supply of pink-toned outfits, so obviously this looks great with it. But it doesn't just look good with pink. I think you know what time it is. It's fashion montage time.
We-do. Back from my trip to the art gallery where the ghost of Andy Warhol was there. He was an absolute hoot. Dooby-dooby-doo. Oh, the sun is out again, and so is my smile. I think I'll treat this watch to an ice cream. Dooby-dooby-doo. I'm so gorgeously casual in this look. I think I can go anywhere. But I think I'm going to head to the sofa, Netflix and chill. Dooby-dooby-dow! Marie Antoinette, eat your heart out. I am gorgeous, I am fabulous, and I am a cake.
So there you have it, all the reasons why I adore the Perception V2 Zia from Atelier Wen. What do you think? Have you got a newfound appreciation for Chinese watchmaking like I do? Let me know in the comments, I'd love to know. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my content, because without you, what's the blimmin' point? And on that note, I'll say goodbye.